elaborate a little bit on some of my more interesting encounters with the sleep paralysis guy, right? So my first ever run-in with him was the scariest for me, and that happened in 2016. I looked it up in my journal just now. The important thing to point out with that is, by that point, I've been lucid dreaming for a long time. Never ran into him yet, but I also had a strong belief that if I ever did, who cares, right? He's fake. So I wasn't even worried about it if it did happen, I thought. And the way it occurred is it was at the end of a prolonged like nightmare basically I was in, where I was lucid towards the last half of the dream. And in the dream I was trying to change it and make it not so nightmarish and have this other stuff go on with some success. At one point towards the end, I changed it and I'm at like this party, right? They bring me down and I go down into the basement and these guys are like, "Oh, it ain't over yet." And I'm like, "Huh?" Then I like teleport back to my childhood home and I see this like big blood red like full moon in the sky and I realize I'm fucked, right? And then I wake up, right? So I wake up in bed and I think, "Oh God, I'm glad that's over." And I look next to me and there's this black figure sitting on the bed right next to me. I'm thinking like, "Ah, shit, like I had a false awakening and I'm still dreaming." So at that point I try to move and I can't. And then it grabs my arm and it grabs my arm hard. And I'm thinking like, "Oh shit, it's a strong grab." And it starts to feel like it's possessing me, right? At that point I'm thinking like, "Oh God." I'm kind of forgetting what's going on. All I think is I gotta fight back and move, and I make this big movement with my arm, swing, hit my wife who's lying next to me in real life as I wake up, and I'm thinking like, damn, that was kind of crazy. And really, once I woke up though, as crazy as it was, I was actually already instantly intrigued by it.